Thank you. Welcome everybody. I think you're going to be in for a great show tonight. We've got a great group of kids, and wanted to tell you most of the kids who were here. Anybody here see our Christmas program? It's very good. Unfortunately, some of you might remember that we left one of the players off of the program. It was my son Declan. I forgot to include him in the program. I did not do that this year or this time, so it's great. And the reason I didn't do it is because, of course, he's not in the play this time. So, what we're doing a couple of one-act plays, but our great kids kind of seamlessly integrated the plays together. So it's going to seem like one giant program. And one thing I'll tell you while the play is going on, it's going to get dark in that hallway out there. We're not going to have the lights on in there, so if you need to use the restrooms out there, just be careful. Also, we've got lights set up you see all around here. Be careful if you've got little kids, don't let them come up and run around the lights. They get very hot during the show. But with that respect, we're getting ready. We're going to have a great time. And I think, without any further ado, we're going to let the magic begin.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and each man in his time plays many parts.
Morning, Will.
His acts being...
Stop your shenanigans, Will. All the world might be a stage, but my boarding house is not.
Fine.
About time to ring the bell, isn't it?
Not for 5 minutes yet.
You better ring it. They're always late, and the biscuits are about done. Breakfast!
Well, what's so amusing?
All right, it's too good to keep to myself. I gotta share it.
What?
This.
Has someone left you a fortune?
Read it.
Mr. Jones, dear sir, shall arrive at the institution as soon after 6:30 as possible. Thank you for providing me with this opportunity for observation and study. I am yours most sincerely, Robert T. Long. What's it mean?
Why, it's only the richest joke since the flood. It means that we're gonna have the time of our young lives. All right. Yes.
A middle-aged, well-to-do gentleman of excellent social position would like to visit a small, select, private home for the insane for the purpose of investigation and study. Any information would be gratefully appreciated and well paid for. Address communications to Robert T. Long, Box 2, Morning Star.
Isn't it rich?
You don't mean to say.
I do. I answered his ad, and he answered my answer. Now that Lindsay's just gonna wake the whole city.
Where did you send him? The letter says he'll arrive at the institution as soon as 6:30 as possible.
You see, that's where old Uncle Henry X. Jones shows what a head he's got. See, he's coming here, my young lady. He's coming here.
What for?
What for? What for? Suffering cats! The lady asks what for. She has read the letter, and the ad is in her hands. I recommend a rest here.
I suppose I am dumb, but I don't understand. He wants to see a lunatic asylum, and you invite him here?
Exactly.
But wait, what are lunatics?
Pretty batty bunch if you ask me. I mean, look at old Will. Man thinks he's Shakespeare.
Oh, sure. Several of us are a little queer. Well, you'll never get him to believe that we're actually insane, you know.
No, not you, my dear young lady. No. I decided that you shall be my assistant. A head nurse at the asylum.
And you?
Me? Yes. I shall be the keeper. Morning, Lizzie.
you finished that novel of yours yet?
No, I'm on the last chapter. It's awful sad.
You don't say.
What's the title of your novel?
Uniting in death. It's awful sad.
I'll read your Moonstone. It's called All for Love. It ends happily.
I like the sad ones best, thank you. They seem more natural.
Oh. Well, then you'll appreciate meeting the prince, I suppose.
Huh?
See, I don't want it to get around. Here, come a little closer. See, I don't want a soul, except you, Miss Brown, of course, to know it. But Prince James Albert Alfred Henry Edward George of England, you know, is coming here this morning. The very man, if you remember, who had such a sad love affair about 20 years back. It was the waitress who waited on tables at the palace. You remember Miss Brown? Yeah, well, she was dismissed, of course, for obvious reasons. I mean, a prince and waitstaff, no offense, it just wasn't meant to be. So, after her dismissal, she went to go work at a boarding house. But then, and this is where it gets good, you see, Prince James Albert Alfred Henry Edward George would have none of that. You see, he left his palace and went to go live at that very boarding house, incognito. And when they discovered that he simply refused to live without this pretty waitress of his, why, you know, she disappeared. It's all very sad. He spent years searching for her, but at last he gave up. He said he knew she was dead or he would have found her. After that, he simply refused to marry the Princess Patricia Victoria Mary Louise, who broke her heart over him and died in a convent. Now he simply wanders through the world, all alone, seeking solace. Oh, I can cheer him up once in a while, you know. But to be perfectly honest, I'm a little too cheerful for him, you know? No. What he really needs is the sympathy from some true womanly heart.
And he's coming here?
This morning, to breakfast, actually. But he comes simply as Mr. Long. You see, he does not wish to be known, and I trust you not to betray him, especially to Mrs. Simpkins, who I'm afraid to say is not sympathetic.
Oh, sir, I can keep a secret. I can.
Oh, but Lizzie, remember, he has enemies who can stoop to any dastardly deed to do him harm.
Trust me, Mr. Jones.
Get the idea?
You may deceive poor Lizzie, but the rest will believe that nonsense.
Ah, to each his own folly. You see, everybody here is batty about something, except you and me, of course. I was thinking I'd tell our excellent landlady that our inquisitive friend Long is some Secret Service government inspector of boarding houses bent on investigating her table.
Good heavens, you're poisoning the man.
I know.
Oh, I'd like to see you play 52 card picture.
Mr. Smith!
Oh my gosh!
Let me help you with your coat, sir.
Well, perhaps it is a good morning, Mr. Jones, but to one of my temperate mornings, it is a simply inhuman part of the day. To me, they don't begin till 1 p.m.
You know, you want to be an actor, Mr. Smith.
Don't I know it? I'm acting all the time. I've got so much temper that the very sight of a typewriter makes me want to scream.
Why do you don't leave the office? Go on a stage. You've got talent, I know it.
Mr. Jones, I've got genius, although perhaps you think I shouldn't say that about myself. I know it. Why, when I recite Sleep at the Switch for the Good Times Club, I make myself cry and my emotions are just so real.
I'm tearing up just thinking about it. You better look out. Some of these managers are going to scoop you up one of these days.
I'll be your manager. I'm a playwright, you know. No offense, Will, but I'm into a more modern kind of style. But I write the most revolutionary plays. In fact, I'm working on one of my most revolutionary plays yet. I'm just not sure if it'll be a comedy or a tragedy.
Will, I'm gonna kill you.
Mr. Jones, I've never met a real manager before. I am a real manager!
Well, you can't say that after today, I suppose.
How's that?
No, it's nothing. Oh, but I might as well tell you. You know, just in case anything happens. You see, you gotta be prepared in case he offers you a contract or something. All right, so Mr. Robert T. Long, Velasco's right-hand man, you know, is coming here this morning. He goes around like this every now and then, looking for new talent. You know, it's not as easy to find as you might think, but it's hard to fool Long. You see, he claims he can tell a lot about a man from the tone of his voice, about his temperament and all that.
Believe me, he can, Mr. Jones. All my friends claim that my voice is the same timbre and much more sympathetic quality than Lionel Barrymore. You don't say.
And I'm not so sure I've done the right thing in telling you just now. I mean, Long is kind of touchy. He likes to do these things on the quiet, you know.
You may trust my discretion, Mr. Jones. Introduce him as a bond seller. I can act quiet.
I'll do that.
Mr. Jones, are you coming to breakfast, or doesn't the food tempt you? I'm sure I do my best, but I'd be glad for any suggestions. Not really, but
We love you.
Coffee with the sugar would be great.
it's the best I can get at 40 cents a pound. I'm surprised you drink it, Mr. Roberts, if it's so bad.
You have to drink 3 cups of this to get 1 cup of coffee.
Well, I'm...
Mrs. Simpkins, I'm actually expecting somebody. Could I have a word in private, please? Pardon me, folks. All right, so. I beg you do not alarm yourself. You know, you've got nothing to fear. I only thought it kinder to prepare you, you know.
I better look around a bit.
Oh, no. Think how badly it should look if you were to catch you cleaning up, as it were. You might think you had something to hide.
My kitchen's that clean, you could have sold your pocket handkerchief on it.
No one doubts your ability, Mrs. Simpkins.
Hope not. Lizzie, come here. Do you remember that sausage we bought last week on sale? Yeah, really smelly one. Throw it in the garbage.
But lunch, Mom.
Do as I tell you.
Yes, Mom.
You know, Miss Green, you're working all the time.
Oh, I know, but the light was so good. This next push is going to make my fortune. I just know it.
I suppose old Tony the Peanut Man might buy it to put it in his front parlor.
Oh, really, Mrs. Simpkins? We all wish Miss Green success. I'm sure.
But Mrs. Simpkins is right. Tony's a good subject, but not a good purchaser. If only I could find a millionaire with an interesting face who would let me paint it.
They go to beauty doctors for that.
Miss Green, a word, please. See, I thought you might be interested. Robert T. Long is coming here this morning.
I don't believe I've ever heard of him.
Never heard of him. Robert T. Long, the multi-millionaire? The guy who went out and made his fortune in safety pins? Jeez, somebody lives under a rock. Never mind. If you knew anything about his reputation, you'd know he's a bit of an odd fellow. He likes to go around where he isn't known and study types.
But I don't see...
What this has to do with you? Just a minute. You see, he thinks he's got a face like Napoleon. Fact. I have it from an intimate friend of his. Now, old Long gets exceedingly peevish when people don't see the resemblance. But I was wondering, you know, maybe you, as an artist, you should discover the resemblance and then let him know.
I see. He might give me an order for a portrait. Thank you. I hope I am not yet reduced to that sort of deception.
Beg pardon, my mistake. Thought you might like the job.
Mr. Jones, when may we expect your friend?
Any minute now, actually. I think I'll go look out for him.
You do that.
So, do you know Mr. Jones's friend, Miss Brown?
Yes. I know him. Like him.
They say he's wonderfully like Napoleon.
Very.
They also say you can tell all about you just from the tone of your voice.
All I can say is that he's welcome to come here whenever he pleases. He won't find any skeletons in my closet. But I can't speak for the boarders. Have you come up with any new magic tricks lately, Miss Hill?
I should say I have. I've got so many new magic tricks up my sleeve, I can barely wait for my next performance. Of course, the rabbit needs a little work. Oh? What's the matter with him? He needs an
Get that thing off my table! He's going! Hey! Never mind the bunny. Do you know who is coming?
Robert T. Long, greatest magician that ever lived.
I think that he is the reincarnation of Houdini himself. Houdini's coming.
Oh, hey, everybody. I thought you might want to know. Mr. Long has just arrived.
Don't appear to notice him. He doesn't like to be noticed. Lizzie, don't betray him. All I need you to
All right,
do.
this way, Mr. Long. It's so good of you to come. Miss Brown, a word, please. Mr. Long, Miss Brown, Mr. Long.
Nice to meet you.
You see, she's the head nurse at the asylum here. Now, Mr. Long would like to see the patients just as they are, so don't disturb them. All right, this way, sir. Let him go amongst them freely and mingle so as to get the best experience that he can with the limited amount of time that he has here at our sanitarium. Only keep an eye on them. That's all.
Is there any danger?
Danger? Not the slightest. As long as you keep an eye on, see. But you have to understand that in every case there is some mania that must be.
And never contradict them.
Always agree with everything that they say. But other than that, treat them as though they were quite rational.
I see. A most humane policy. This is good of you. Perhaps I've seen enough.
Oh, no, by no means. No, you forgot to mix with them. No, well. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robert T. Long.
Oh, Mr. Long, come right here. Robert, move! Mr. Long, come sit down. This is an unexpected pleasure, I'm sure. But you are welcome to anything on the table or in the icebox.
Thank you. I've had breakfast.
I'm not one to be condemned on heresy evidence, Mr. Long. That you'll find. I don't submit to any injustice. Here's the breakfast, as good as I can make it, with the prices as they are. Take it or leave it, but I'll have justice.
I'm sure Mr. Long will be charmed to have breakfast with us.
Good. My prince! Don't worry, I know you, I know you.
You know me. Good for you.
Mr. Long, forgive me, I can't help but say it. I'm an artist, you know, and I notice these things more than most. Has anyone ever told you look like Napoleon?
So, Mr. Long, as one magician to another, can't you just sense something peculiar in the atmosphere this morning? Could it be magic?
I believe I sensed something foul in the atmosphere myself.
If you're really alluding to the eggs, Miss Hill, they're the freshest I can get with the prices as they are.
Let me sketch you right now.
Well, do you or do you not just sense the magic at your fingertips?
To be or not to be?
Don't move. Keep the pumps.
Well, do you?
Now that is the question.
Perhaps you're not wishing to do your portrait after all.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
By no means, Miss Green. I can't furnish tablecloths for the boarders to draw pictures on, no matter how ambitious they may be, to do a portrait of a gentleman who has $25 to pay for them.
Well, I must say,
No, really, you've got to do his portrait.
Oh, you must. Can't you get here?
Well, that might put you into something strange.
My lord, we're pandemonium!
my lord, how can one so humble hope to serve one so exalted?
I guess it's good.
Napoleon!
I can't, and I won't have it, Miss Green. What is it, anyways?
It's Mr. Long. Very well. Will you please come to my studio, Mr. Long? It is seldom I get a notion like this, but your face is so remarkable.
Yeah, I'm afraid you can't get out of it, old chap. You see, Miss Green has the true artist's eye.
I'm afraid you can't get out of it, old chap. Miss Green, Mr. Long is my guest, and I'll thank you to let him finish his breakfast.
Oh, don't disappoint Mrs. Simpkins, Mr. Long. I won't answer the contents.
Now, Mr. Long, I'm going to give you something with everything we have, and I want you to eat it, so you won't be in any doubt regarding this boarding house. That is, if Mr. Roberts will leave anything for you, which I doubt.
I am not hungry, really.
I won't be condemned unheard, Mr. Long. That I will not.
So, what's your favorite? Cards, palms, or disappearing acts?
I play cards.
Ooh, what about rabbits? Got any rabbits?
The pest control agents say I don't, but I see them.
What are you doing?
It's a handkerchief. It's an antelope. Try to wipe his nose. Don't look at it, you're making him nervous. Excuse me. So, Junie Trance's The Chicken One is my favorite.
You see, Miss Hill is the most extravagant magician. See, she can perform any magic trick out there, so long as you're prepared to be amazed.
You are a very experienced magician yourself, aren't you, Mr. Long?
Oh yes, rather.
I knew it. We should put on a show together.
Not here. The coffee will get cold. I'll thank you to let Mr. Long eat his breakfast, Miss Hill. It shan't be said we've hid anything from him.
Do hurry, Mr. Long. I would like to work on the lettuce so good.
Some people just want to hug everything in sight.
Sit down!
Fine.
It's James, Albert, Edward, George Henry.
What?
I know you. Oh, I know you.
Yes, you know me.
My heart bleeds for you.
Never mind that.
Lizzie! Bring more muffins.
My prince! I'm all right.
You know what? This place makes me sick. There's one of you that has a heart. Oh, for the chance to live. I'm in a jail. I'm in a cage. Somebody break the bars. Oh, great heavens. How I could act if I had the chance.
I'm sure the chance is bound to come, Mr. Smith.
Do you think so?
Oh yes.
Oh, Mrs. Smith, you're like asleep at this
Oh,
point.
please do.
Oh, I'm not made up. But do you know, Crayfish on Ring tonight? It's an awful dramatic little thing. England's sun was slowly setting o'er the landscape far away, filling all the land with beauty. At the close of what's a day, what are your favorite pieces?
My what?
Your favorite pieces?
Mr. Smith would like to ask, what pieces do you think you would appear to the greatest advantage in? Tragedy, would you say?
Oh yes, Shakespeare, by all means.
Oh, I'm so flattered. I had no idea what it was. I worked on something phenomenal. Would you like to read it?
Sure, maybe later.
Yes, later. Okay, give me some time to set it up.
Mr. Long. Excuse me. Mr. Long, do you not like my food?
By no means.
Oh, no, Mrs. Simpkins, really. Mr. Long assured me of the greatest interest in you before he came.
Well, just set up here, see if it makes me mad.
Want to surprise us, are you?
Yes.
Fine. Humor her. She's one of the worst.
I'll just
I don't let her hands don't. You gotta let her go on. If you stop her now, I won't take the consequences.
There! How do you like it?
Oh, remarkable. She's really hit you off.
extraordinary. Wonderful. Stupendous.
Really? Do you like it? Shall I finish it?
Finish a dozen.
A dozen?
Oh yes, send them. You tell her where to send them.
I'll attend to that.
You do not understand. I'm not a photographer. You will have to sit for the portrait in my studio.
Not this morning, I believe.
So, I want everyone to sit down, please. Sit down. Sit down. Alright, I am going to perform a card trick. I want you all to look at this card. Look at it. Look at it. Memorize it and look at it. And I'm going to rip it into a bazillion little pieces. And then I'm going to bring it back exactly how it was before. This is ridiculous. You have another of the same card in your pocket. In pockets? No. Everyone be quiet. Sit down. Now, I'm going to bring it back exactly how it was.
Soft! What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east and truly is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. As I wrote it, it goes. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. You're butchering my poetry. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer. I am too bold, 'tis not to me she speaks. To all bright stars in all the heavens. Having some business, do entreat her eyes. To twinkle in their spheres till they return.
Magic indeed! My best bed quilt! How could you? Lizzie, you're in my way!
Is there anything I can get for you? I have got a card trick. Would anyone like to see it?
No!
Pick a card, any card. Now put it back. Is this your card? No. That one. What about this one?
No.
You can! You brought this poor suffering man! You my impresario!
Oh, can you sing, Mr. Smith? Do you not monopolize all of the decks for this time?
Oh man, it's gotta be this one. This is it.
Oh, this one?
Oh yes, that is it.
I knew it. It was a 2. I knew it.
Miss Streen, if you're to get that portrait in today, you might want to.
Yes, I will get things ready at once.
I'll bring them up right away. Don't worry about it.
Do hurry, Mr. Long. So like Napoleon.
That was great. You got it in the palm of your hand. Here, come on. Be prepared to go down to the office and sign a contract.
Are you sure? He didn't seem enthusiastic about it.
Oh, no, you got the man paralyzed. He's speechless. But he told me to sign. Don't worry. Quick, hurry.
All right. All he wants is a chance.
Mr. Long, you haven't eaten a thing, and I don't blame you. The way the boarders have been going around, I know what I'll do. I'll get you some of my sweet pickled peaches. Oh, that will cheer you up. I have to say,
I think you better make it better.
Yes.
Wait, I have an idea. I have another card trick.
Maybe you better arrange a card trick with Miss Hill another time.
Any other time.
All right, just not evenings. I can't miss Doctor Who.
All right, I think you better make your getaway now before any of them come back.
My dear sir, the experience has been immensely valuable. My paper will be read before the Utopia Club. I fancy it will create a sensation. I have about $250, but I will write a check for $1,000 if you say the word.
No thanks is necessary, really.
Not for you, I understand, but for the institution. Some little entertainment for the unfortunate, perhaps. Or some trifling bonuses. The experience has been worth more than this. And to think I'm getting out of it safe and sound, thanks to you, Miss Brown.
There was really never any danger at any point. I mean, so long as we had an eye on them, it was
Wouldn't it be best for Mr. Long to go now? Some of them may return at any moment.
probably really better.
By all means, do take this.
couldn't take it really.
It would be false pretenses, you know.
I don't understand.
Mr. Long, I'm afraid I owe you an apology. The people here, funny story, the people here are not actually insane.
Not insane.
No more insane than I am.
Not more insane than you are. Oh, I see.
Mr. Long, please take your money. We might be arrested.
I really should be going.
Make him take it. We can't accept that legally.
Take it. I insist.
Quick, someone's coming. Get him out.
Come. Do go. He may become dangerous.
I won't answer for the consequences if you enrage
Good
him.
heavens, I'll be mad.
Wait,
the door that way.
The other way.
Mr. Long, you're acting most unreasonably. Oh, Mrs. Simpkins hates him. Oh, no. Wrong way.
Just stop following me. Here, take this. Wait a minute, we need to schedule.
Mr.
What are
Long.
Tuesdays
Man's
good for
gone
you?
mad.
We need to schedule.
Mrs. Simpkins?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I quit. What?
You know, he never read my play. Oh, I'm feeling sick.
This is just typical of William. We receive an invitation to the social event of the season, and he's piled up in the bed like a pack of turnips. He doesn't fool me for a second. He's doing this just to spite me. Terrible fever mine.
Yes, milady.
Oh, there's no doubt that he's feeling a little under the weather. But it's nothing more than the sniffles. I'm sure that if I had the same affliction, I wouldn't be wallowing around in bed, making excuses for myself. I'd still be up and about, attending my wifely duties, and running this household. You missed a spot. Man, I'm so pathetic that way. So much as his knees, and you think he's coming down with plague. He needs to get up and move about. That's the best thing for him.
But, milady, the doctor says he has a dangerous fever and needs to stay in bed.
Well, of course, that's what he recommends. He profits off of others' illnesses. It just figures that I finally get a little payoff for all my suffering and neglect, and William has to ruin it for me.
It would be disappointing to miss the King's Winter Ball, but I'm sure Lord Shakespeare would be understanding if you were to go alone.
Oh yes, that'd make for a lovely evening. It'd be a never-ending barrage of inquiry. How is William doing? We are so worried. What would we do without Shakespeare? He is so important to the London theater. Oh, it's not fair. He's always locked away in his room, working on his stupid little plays. What about me? Does he care that I am left to run his household all alone? No, all he cares about is himself. His plays don't even have to be of quality anymore. If a play is written by the great William Shakespeare, it is guaranteed to be all the rage and bring them flocking to the theater.
His plays are very good. I heard his next one is going to be a comedy.
Well, it's more likely to be a tragedy. He's made himself sick trying to want it for himself. I'd like to see him finally fall flat on his face. Maybe then he'll forget about this ridiculous playwriting, and we can have a respectable life. For goodness sake, 100 years from now, no one will even remember or care about the plays of William Shakespeare.
Yes, milady.
Since receiving the rest of the credit upon us, still a couple of days. Maybe the fever will break. Maybe the fever will break soon. I told Doc, ready for leeches.
I don't think there's much left for the leeches to feed on. The lady's been sucking the blood like right out of them.
Sarah! Coming, mistress!
Hello. Oh, how now, fair maid? What brings you here to my fretful dreaming?
Oh, woe is me. I am Ophelia. My boyfriend said to me in rejection, get thee to a nunnery.
Oh, sweet Ophelia, you, a nun? A beauty such as yourself, I dare say that will be a tragedy.
Much less tragic that you wrote that I drowned myself in an adolescent fit of hysteria.
That was a bit of an overstatement, but the loss of a promising young life is the true tragedy. This is a strange dream that you should visit me now. Are you my muse called forth from my fever to end my writer's block?
I don't know. Why is everyone always asking me such complicated questions? Why can't it be enough that I am pretty? Ha!
What's soft? It was Romeo and Juliet. How now, young lovers? Oh, tragedy. Woe to me. I lost my true love, my Juliet.
It was a silly feud between our families. The Montagues and the Capulets at the center of our tragedy.
It was their absurd hatred that brought grief and misery upon both our houses.
And resulted in a botched, fake murder-suicide scheme for Romeo and I.
It's just so sad. You know, I thought you'd be a little taller. Well, the plight of star-crossed lovers doomed by fate. It's just so sad. Oh, I've written many great tales of tragedy. Some of the best, if I do say so. Ha ha ha! I, Sophocles, have written the first tragedy. Sophocles, you may have written the first tragedy, but perhaps it was a touch too tragic. Too tragic? Too tragic? No such thing. The world is tragic. I made no attempt to soften the blow for the sake of an oversensitive audience. My play.
Yes, so tragic.
Ha! Tragic. You don't even know the half of it. Have you ever had one of your washed-up characters gouge their own eyes out? Ugh. I don't think so. Yes, we get it. A victim of cruel circumstance and fate. The self-mutilation was a bit over the top, but that's to be expected from a Greek tragedy. The world is full of many tragic tales of woe, and yours, Sophocles, is kind of gross. Perhaps my next play shall be a comedy. A remake is never as good as the original anyway, and you're nothing more than a second-rate hack compared to the great Greek poets.
To be or not to be. A tragedy.
You're a tragedy, all right. That is my good-for-nothing boyfriend. He was always like, I love you, Ophelia. No, wait, I hate you, Ophelia. Go jump in the lake, Ophelia.
How was I supposed to know you take me literally?
I might have made a bad decision, but at least I made one.
Oh, aren't you just high on your horse? Don't you look at me as if you had nothing to do with this. Oh, I'm going crazy. Well, sure, everybody look at Hamlet, why don't you? He's crazy. Of course, I didn't snap completely just the other night. And I'd like to see you have done any better given my circumstances. All right. So get this, see. So my buddies, Bernardo, Marcellus, and Horatio, they come to me and they say, Hammy, sit down. Your dad's been making nightly post-mortem appearances in the West Wing. And I said, Bernie, fellas, quit yanking my chain. You're messing with me. And they say, no, it's a real mind-blowing act, though a trifle on the ghastly side. Come and see for yourself. So along comes midnight, and along comes Dad. And he's looking real tired, in a dead sort of way. Yeah. And he's talking about Mom, and he's talking about hell. And I'm freaking galvanized with terror. Because I'm no Jack Armstrong when it comes to confabs with The Walking Dead. So that's when he drops the big one, see? About how he wasn't really bitten by a snake whilst sleeping in the garden. But rather it seems that good old Uncle Claudius has dispatched him to the great beyond with a poison down his ear. Think about it, he says. If you need me, just give a holler. I'll be upstairs. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking that my dad just asked me to murder my uncle because my uncle murdered my dad and buried my mom. That. And then to make matters worse, I didn't even know if the ghost of my dad was for real, you know? I mean, what if I'm just going crazy? Things just got so confusing. I didn't know what to do. I didn't really have anyone to talk to about it. And the longer I waited to make a decision, the worse it all got. It's a little heck.
Dude! Even that Sophocles guy have some dysfunctional families, no doubt.
Yeah, we thought we had it bad. Perhaps we were a bit hasty with the poison and dagger. Makes you wonder what would have happened if we had held off on the whole marriage until death do us part stuff.
Yeah, I was a real player before I met you.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Conceited. You were my only suitor, Shorty. I'm sure I would have gotten tired of the whole I'm so cool, big-headed attitude.
See? See? This is why I didn't have time for a girlfriend. I had all these family issues to resolve. It was all like, should I kill my uncle? Should I not kill my uncle? Should I? No, I shouldn't kill my uncle. And then to make matters worse, the whole time my girlfriend kept nagging at me. It was all, what do you think of Hammy? Don't you love me anymore, Hamlet? I was like, fine, this dress, Hamlet.
Oh, I see. You're still trying to shift the blame. Well, newsflash, no one cares anymore. We're dead now anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I'd like to see how you would have handled it if you've been stalked by the ghost of your dead dad.
Why would you have handled it? You truly killed your father.
Sure, beat the dead horse. You know that was an accident.
Guys, give me a headache.
So, what's it going to be, Willie? When this fever breaks, are you going to pick up your pen and write a comedy or a tragedy?
Well, that is the question.
You shall now be one of us.
Oh, leave me alone, you crazy old bat!
I have already told you, I am not a villain. I am a tragic character, such as these young kids here.
It's getting a bit crowded in here. Let's quiet down.
Wicked is as wicked does.
What? Oh, pay them no mind, child.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I was the original housewife who befell a most tragic and ill-fated end. These minions of Hecate tricked my husband into false ambitions, oh yeah. And I was nothing more than a dutiful and devoted wife who felt obliged to help him take his rightful place as king. Gross!
Is that like an eyeball? Oh my gosh. I see what you're talking about.
Even the truth here, sweetie. She ain't no victim or some kind of tragic figure. Girl, who's Louise?
She's a stone cold killer.
Hey, back off a little, why don't you? Jeez Louise. What we have here is obviously a lady of great virtue and breeding. A queen commanding of all respect.
Finally, a young man of fortitude and conviction who knows how to take charge and stand up for the truth. Thank you, young prince. Now get out of my way.
You know, in a certain light, you remind me of my mother.
Was she declared legally
My
insane before she killed herself?
Oh, you're trying to be
Whoa, guys. You don't be quiet and let me get some rest. I'll show you all a truly wicked tragedy.
You heard him, dearies. The boss needs his beauty sleep.
Well, I'm never.
Line.
Now, remember, Will, the only difference between a comedy and a tragedy are their endings.
I'm sorry you didn't have a happy ending, Ophelia.
That's all right. Sometimes that's just how the story goes, and mine was a tale of woe.
Wake up, Lord Shakespeare.
Pop, what could you possibly tell me that I don't already know?
Oh, really? I heard from a little bird that you were sick and suffering from writer's block. And I just wanted to point out that the little internal drama that is going on inside your head right now, that is causing the aforementioned writer's block. There's really much to do about nothing. Haven't we had enough tragedy for a while?
Well, you know, Mrs. Shakespeare's been here phallus lately. I just think a tragedy would be cathartic right now.
No worries. Relax. You know what to do for this boy.
I write her into the script.
A great source of food.
A delicious villain.
And quite the comic relief when she gets hers, even if it's just on part of it.
She's been in quite a state with that royal ball.
You remember the time she was on that tantrum on Christmas? And she got so mad stomping around the room that she tripped and fell face first into the cakes.
That was classic.
Yeah, but seriously, wouldn't you rather write a witty, lighthearted comedy? It could still be car riding.
Cathartic.
Whatever, it's all Greek to me. Besides, we both know the only real difference between a comedy and a tragedy is their endings. A comedy ends with a wedding, and a tragedy ends with a funeral. Or funerals, if you're the playwright.
Hey, well, it adds a greater sense of closure if they all die.
Yeah, it's an easy way to tie loose ends, all neat and tidy. This lazy writing, if you ask me, not to mention it totally destroys any hope for siege. But come on, what do I know? We're living in an age of enlightenment, enough with the Dark Ages. The Italians are having a renaissance for pity's sake.
Well, you got a good point, and you know, Ophelia, she's awful whiny and tiresome.
Hey, I've heard that.
I wouldn't want her using about all spring.
Great. So what do you think? A masquerade, complicated by a few mistaken identities. How about twins? Twins are great for sight gags. And we need to throw in a nasty, sharp-tongued shrew, like Anne, whom we can put her in a proper place. This is so exciting.
A romantic comedy and a comedy of manners rolled into one.
How about a little satire?
No, unlike my contemporary, Glenn Johnson, I appreciate that we live in a monarchy, and I'm not one to bite the hand that feeds, or can readily behead me.
Aha! The love triangle.
Brilliant! Now we're on something.
I know, even better, or rampant old favorite. Romeo and Juliet. The musical.
Yes! What's a musical?
William, why the dickens are you out of bed? The doctor says you're not supposed to get out of bed for any reason.
Buck and I are working on a new play. But don't you see him? He's right there.
It figures they'd come in and ruin everything.
What?
Nothing. I must have got a draft.
But what's Bob?
I think your fever is causing you to have visions.
Lie down, William, you delusional.
I think I'll come back when the room is less crowded.
No, don't leave.
Maybe your fever's drunk.
Why, William, you're looking even better. Maybe a few more days of rest and you'll be able to attend the King's Ball after all.
Oh, goody.
Well, I won't be needing these leeches. Okay, now that you're feeling better, I hear that you're going to be starting on a new play, a comedy, and the wife and I are big fans.
Well, you know, Puck was just about to explain a new type of play to me called a musical.
A musical? Sounds like you're having quite a nightmare.
All the world is indeed a stage.
Will, stop your shenanigans!
Yes, Mrs. Simpkins.